Hello, friends. Welcome to Circle Time. I am Caroline from the Khan Academy Kids team, and I'm here today with my friend Sophie. Hi, Sophie.
Hi, Caroline. Hi, friends. I am so excited to be here today for Circle Time with Khan Academy Kids. And it's great to see you, friends. You're all looking so well and ready to learn about planetary play. What's that?
Well, I have a story about our friends today, and they are creating a play. Friends, do you know what a play is?
Let me ask our friends. Oh, we think it's like a performance, like when you put on a show and people are acting and maybe you have some costumes and you're pretending to be something else and showing the audience with a play.
That's right. And there's a story that you tell, and this one is about the planets. Do you know what the planets are, friends?
Ooh, well, they are all the big things in the sky, like Earth and Venus and Saturn and Pluto, and they make up the whole universe. So the universe has the sky, and it has the stars, and it has planets that we'll learn a little bit more about with our planetary play.
Planetary Play by Cynthia Platt. Rhea had a plan. She was going to direct a play about her favorite planets. The play would be about the planets closest to the sun: Mercury, Venus, and Earth. She could not wait. I hope I can pull this off, Rhea said to herself. I've never done anything like this before. She gathered Cody, Olo, Sandy, and Peck together. Do you want to be in my play? We'd be glad to, Cody told her. First, she needed to cast all the roles. She needed someone to play Tiny Mercury, Cloudy Venus, Blue Earth, and the bright sun. But who should she cast as what? What do you think, friends? How do you think she's going to decide?
Maybe she could think about the size of her friends. Like Tiny Mercury could be Peck because Peck is a very small bird. And maybe Sandy could be the bright sun because Sandy is a yellowy goldy dingo that already looks a little bit like a bright sun color.
Let's see what she does. I've got it, Rhea exclaimed. Peck, you're Mercury because it's the smallest planet and you're my smallest friend. I like it, Peck replied. Cody, you're Venus, Rhea said. And Olo, you're Earth. What about me, Sandy asked. You're the blazing sun, Rhea told her.
Wow.
Next came the hard part, rehearsals. Sandy was a star performer, but Peck clowned around during practice, and Cody and Olo couldn't remember their lines. After plenty of practice, everyone memorized their lines. It was time to make the set. They used a platform for their stage. They hung up a blue blanket and glued glow-in-the-dark stars to it. The set looks so glamorous, Rhea said. What does it look like they are using to create their stage?
Well, it looks like they have a wood stage, maybe. And then they've hung up some curtains, which are the red fabric. And the curtains are so you can close the curtains and not see the actors and actresses on the stage, or you can open the curtains and see everyone. And at the back, it looks like they have some material, maybe some fabric, and they're pinning their stars to it to make the set.
Wow, that looks like fun. Even as much fun as rehearsing for the play.
Yeah.
There was only one thing left to do. Put on the play. Sandy glowed as the sun in the middle of the stage. Peck, Cody, and Olo were perfect planets gliding their orbits around the sun. When the play was over, the audience clapped. Friends, do you want to clap? Rhea was so pleased that their show was a hit. She was the proudest director ever. She learned a lot and was eager to climb back into the director's chair and create a new play. What does it look like she's thinking about for her next play?
Well, it looks like it could be a play about the sea or the ocean. Sandy looks like a starfish, and Peck looks like a clownfish. And it looks like Olo has some, maybe a swimsuit, is ready to go in the ocean. And so is Cody. Maybe Cody's some kind of a fish or a dolphin or something like that.
Ooh,
Great.
that would be a fun play to do. Friends, maybe you could think about how to do that play about the sea.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Should we do some activities?
I think so.
So this is the word play, and it starts with the letter P, which makes the P sound, and the L, which makes the O sound, and together the PL makes the pull sound.
Pull.
Can you think of other words that start with the pull sound? PL.
What about plate?
That's a good one.
And planet?
And this is one of the words that Sophie mentioned. Planets also starts with pull, PL. Planets were in the play. Rhea will direct a play about planets.
Yay for Rhea!
That's right. Which is the word planets in this sentence?
Well, we know it's a PL word, and I think it's that last word right there. Planet.
Great. That's the word planets.
And here's another PL word, platform, which is another word for stage. And they used a platform for their stage.
Wow.
And the word platform?
Yeah, I think we can see it, can't we, friends? It's the PL, the pull word.
Super. That's the word platform.
Ooh, this one looks fun. I think we have to find all the PL words and drag them into the box.
Ooh.
This is the word pliers, this tool. We'll drag it in.
Yeah, that sounds like a PL word. What about this plug?
Plug.
That's right. And what other words do we have here? We have sun.
Sun.
That doesn't sound like PL, pull.
Book.
We have book.
Globe.
Goal. GL.
Star.
Nope.
Plate.
Plate.
That's a PL word.
And plant.
You found them.
Great.
Now, can we make the word glue that they use to make their stage set? Glue.
Cool beans. You spelled glue. That's the word glue. It starts with the glue sound.
And Sandy is in the blazing sun. Which is the word blazing in this sentence?
Oh, I think it's the bull sound, the BL word, blazing, right before sun.
That's right.
Super. That's the word blazing. It starts with the bull sound.
It's blazing bright and hot. And so this is our stage set, and all of our friends are in costumes. And in the Khan Academy Kids app, you can play with them and make up your own story about their play. So we have a show and tell from our friend Isaac, who used one of our printable activities and made his own play set, which is kind of like a stage set.
I'm Rhea. Hi, I'm Peg. Hi, I'm Sandy. Hi, I'm Cody. Hi, I'm Otto. Bye-bye.
That looks like it was a fun activity. So friends, what Isaac did was he asked a grown-up to help him download our printables, and they had all of our characters, Cody and Olo and Peck and Sandy and Rhea, and it looks like he colored them in and cut them out and then set them up on in a box, and it looks a little bit like a play. And then he introduced them to all of us so that we know their names and what he was thinking about when he put them all together. Isn't that so cool?
It was so creative. It was just like a stage set. You know, a stage set like the one in our store is a big one where people and friends can put on their costumes and act out the story. But the one that Isaac made, it was a small version of that in a box.
Oh. So we could maybe make our own small version out of things that we can find around the house for a smaller stage, and then put on a little play for our friends at home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Isaac, for showing us that. That was great.
Yes. And speaking of costumes, since our play had so many friends in costumes, I wanted to show you some of our friends have sent us pictures of them in costumes.
Oh, wow. Let's have a little look. I wonder what these costumes might be.
This
Wow.
one is a ladybug.
Friends, have you ever seen a ladybug out in the garden? This is one of our friends decided to dress up as a ladybug, maybe for a play or for Halloween or a dress-up day. That is so cool, Caroline.
Mm-hmm. And we have another friend who dressed up as a dragon.
Wow, I love this. It looks like she has puffy shoulders, like maybe the scales on a dragon, and she has a long purple dragon tail, and oh, even a sword she's holding. Maybe the dragon is going to have to fight lots of battles. This is very amazing. I love this dragon costume.
This looks like a wizard costume.
Oh, the big pointy hat of a wizard, and sometimes wizards have beards. That's the white beard that we see there. Oh, I love this costume. One of our friends is a wizard.
So friends, we have one more costume that I forgot to share with you. Do these look familiar?
They do. Familiar means we've seen them before, and I think we've seen these characters before. This is the Khan Academy Kids team dressing up in costumes of our Khan Academy Kids characters. So we have Olo the elephant, and Sandy the dingo, and Peck the bird, and Rhea the panda, and Cody the bear, all dressed up in this amazing picture.
That's right. It looks like they were having fun. Friends, so maybe today, like Sophie said, you can make your own play set like Isaac did, or you can come up with your own costumes with things around the house, and you can make your own play.
That's so cool. Thanks so much, Caroline. I think it's time to say goodbye.
It is. guys. Goodbye for now from Caroline, Sophie, and the Khan Academy Kids team. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, friends.